Welcome to Space Explorer. Today we will discuss how solar farms in space might beam electricity to Earth. The team of researchers are working on the plan to harvest solar energy from space and beam it down to Earth using microwaves. Currently, SEI, Space Energy Initiative, is working on a project called Cassiopeia. It plans to place a constellation of very large satellites in a high Earth orbit. These satellites would be made up of hundreds of thousands of small, identical modules produced in factories on Earth and assembled in space by autonomous robots, who would also carry out the service and maintenance activities. Each satellite could deliver around 2 gigawatt of power into grid, making each satellite compatible in power output to a nuclear power station. Here on Earth, sunlight is diffused by the atmosphere, but in space, it directly comes out from the sun without any interference. So, a space-based solar panel can contain a lot more energy than a similar-sized one on Earth. According to Martin Soltau, the co-chairman of SEI, there's sufficient room in orbit for the solar power satellites, and the sun's supply of energy is vast. A narrow strip around geostationary Earth orbit receives more than 100 times the amount of energy per year that all of the humanity is forecast to use in 2050. Earlier this year, the UK government announced £3 million in funding for space-based solar power projects, following an engineering study conducted by consultancy Fraser-Nash that concluded the technology was viable. SEI is going to get a big chunk of that money. With only limited funding from the UK government, SEI is hoping to attract private investment for some of the technologies involved. In realistic terms, the target timeline of 2035 seems over-optimistic.